Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to another quick stream that I wanted to do this week as a quick update. I haven't streamed in a little bit. I've been on vacation and such. Um, just kind of summer is here, so kind of outdoors activities for a little bit. But just as a quick update to the On Your Own project. Um, I've been working on trying to figure out a way to get some variety across the NPC characters that you're going to interact with in the game. And the biggest part with that was um, the mega scans. They look great. Facial stuff you can customize and get a lot of results out of that. The only problem is there's not a lot of variety for the body. I think there's like 3 pants, couple of shoes, and then maybe 3 tops, which all look brand new, like they just roll out of the store. So at least for my project, I wanted to have a little bit more variety and make them look, a little bit used, a little worn and such. So one thing that I've ended up doing is I've exported, and this could be interesting to some. I've exported the head off of well, I mean, the head gets exported anyways, but I've used the head from the Megascan characters with some of the marketplace, on the cheaper side, some of the marketplace bodies. So right now, um, if you remember from a previous stream that I had, the the way Megascan, or not the Megascan, but the ALSV4 skeleton is set up is out of body parts. So you know there's in my case I've made a couple of extra body parts. One for hands, for example, one for the body, a second one for the body just in case there's more pieces. Pants, and there's also one for the head. So the head is the only thing that I'm using coming out of Megascan, uh, uh, coming out of Metahumans, sorry, along with the beard, the hair, eyelashes, eyebrows, depending on whether it's a male or female character here. So at this point, you can see this guy. He's, I think, from Metahumans. He's Nassim, and so I'm actually using one of the hair that comes with another one that I've customized some time ago, and the beard from a different character, and the eyelashes from another character. So kind of giving it some variety across the facial features. And then the bodies are just out of this, I believe it's called a survival character package. There's quite a few on the marketplace, but this one is pretty customizable, the one that I have here, because it has quite a bit of body parts, and some without with short sleeves, some with long sleeves, and it makes it pretty customizable. So what I've tried to do in the game, since I do have quite a lot of male body parts, I managed to find one for females, which is also a survival, I believe, survival girl. So basically, right now, this one is made out of. I found this survival girl combined to work out pretty well for my needs. Now, one of the things that I've done, especially when it comes to the head of the metahumans, is that the head seems to extend past the shoulders. And let me show you some of that real quick. Let me see if I can find where the Vivian. So in this case, this is Vivian here. So here's the head. And one of the things that I'm not entirely sure that I can show very well is, all right, let's see. So let's take a look at this. So what I did is I exported just the head to Blender, and I managed to make a selection. If you look at the head, let's see if I can like put it up like this. There we go. So Maybe this from this angle looks a little better. So with metahumans, it's not just the head, it also covers the shoulders. I'm not entirely sure if there's a way that you can export past that to make it just exporting the head. So um, so what I did is I've actually looked at um, the UVs in Blender for the metahuman head, and I've created, let's take a look. I've created this opacity mask. So basically the shoulders are right in this part of the UV, and then the head, that you just want the neck, like kind of the neck from the shoulders up, and the head are covered by this. So I basically just changed this material to be a mask material, and then I've applied my own mask. So because the part of the shoulders is not covered by the Unreal Engine, like the mannequin skeleton, which is used by the ALSV4. So by masking this, you don't see any of the deformity that happens when this is in place. So let me see if I can like find a default white texture. I think I might have something here, and maybe I can show you what happens. So this is how it looks with the shoulders, but then let's see, did that get applied? I'm not entirely sure why that didn't get applied here. So what was happening was that this not being having these extra bones for the metahuman character, there'd be like this flap happening here right above, right next to where the head is. And I'm not sure if this is because of the LODs, or don't really understand why that's not you can't see that here. And so for me, in order to get around that issue, was just creating this this opacity mask that was hiding that area. Um, that was not that had the different bone mapping, or all these extra bones that are with the metahuman character, and that are just kind of sticking out of the shoulders, and making it all look weird. So so I managed to make a combination of bodies from characters across the marketplace, as long as they're mapped to the mannequin skeleton, and then the metahuman head. Like right now, for example, these don't really match, like the skin tone, but that's easily adjustable, through the material. So whenever you interact, just like before, if you recall, they would follow you along, and there's also the facial animation, kind of just the idle facial animation that I had added. So let's see this other one. So she behaves as well, this character. And the scaling and proportions look pretty good. The one thing that I don't really like, and I'm not sure if it's this particular mesh, is the the shoes. And of course, this could be improved by not not really setting everything to the like where you in the construction script. Let's see, where you see you have all the set skeletal meshes and such, and at the end you set the master pose component. So it could be part of that, but at this point, it does give me some extra variety, and the legs could be masked by or like the feet could be masked by something else. It's interesting because everything else works pretty well. It's just these particular shoes that don't. So anyways, the marketplace has a variety of things on there that might not work every single time. but this is a pretty good compromise, and I'm pretty happy with the result. This one in particular, this package, I believe it's called something survival. It's actually Character Factory. So there you go, Character Factory. It has a this I definitely like this one a lot. So I'm gonna be using that, and even for a female, the body looks pretty well, you know, with the kind of the tight jacket. It still fits in pretty nicely. So and at this point, you know, like having the face mesh here, the other options that I have as variables are you know, the groom assets. So that way you can customize each one of the characters individually, and of course, just as before, they have their name, then their list of dialogues, which I haven't changed. I've just adapted it to the new class structure that I have for these characters, because it's a different, you know, since I've transitioned to ALSV4, everything was on ALSV3, and it wasn't really it was kind of a messy code, and that's why the delay in my last stream as well. There was just a lot of cleanup that I ended up having to do. So yeah, that's something that I wanted to give a quick update, and as long as I'm going to be able to hopefully this coming week make some more cleanup of this. What I'm hoping for for the next stream, maybe in a week or two, is to show some combat, so some stealth takedowns, and some interacting with enemies, and along with of course some of the polishing, hopefully, that I'll try and do to the NPCs. Right now I'm pretty satisfied with you know, having this a little bit of a bigger variety across the friendly NPCs that you're gonna interact with. So so yeah, that's again just a quick update. I didn't have anything entirely or totally fun planned for today, but if you have any questions or any interest in seeing if you want kind of a zero to hero kind of way of, well, what did you do to set this thing up, do let me know in the comments, and maybe in the next I'll try and plan the next stream a little bit better, and post it on YouTube and Discord if people want to join, for them to know ahead of time. But yeah, again, this is pretty straightforward with the ALSV4. Anybody that uses that is pretty familiar with how these body parts are set up. These under this visual meshes group. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, when you interact with these guys, just as before, if I'm assuming they have some, yeah, I guess they do. So just as before, there's like the quests that get added. There's something that I need to fix here real quick. It's just because while transitioning the interactions, there's something that got missed when it assigns the quest to you. So so yeah, just some refactoring of code, you know, moving to ALSV4, and continuing that move. And hopefully, like I said, next week I'll or the week after that, I'll be able to show some more combat, and in the stealth aspect of things. Okay, so yeah, again, a short video. Thank you everyone for watching, and putting up with my crazy schedule, and I hope to see you on the next one. Alright, take care everybody, and have a great week coming up.